I got it.
What?
Yes, drum roll.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to set it off.
Honey, what have you been up to lately?
First of all, welcome to JOTM TV.
There you go.
How about that?
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome
Thanks
to
for
JOTM
watching
TV.
us.
It's another episode, you know what I mean? We got some more topics, another half an hour of us talking about what we got going on. You know, to my left, we got Miss Naya.
Right.
To your left.
I let you
Oh, I'm sorry,
skip.
my right. My right.
Change
my right.
directions.
My right, go ahead. So my right, we got Miss Naya. How you doing, Naya?
Hi, peoples. Hi.
And then...
And your girl, Honey
And then-
Denakawa.
And then from her right, we got Miss Honey Denakawa.
Yes. How's everybody
What's up?
doing, first of all?
I know, right?
And how's
Everybody's
everybody's weekend?
I had a
Shit.
blast.
I don't even remember what I did Saturday.
I
Is
don't
that
remember
whack?
what I did either.
I know what I did
What did I
Sunday.
do? Hold on. When did we do that, the open mic? When was that?
That was Saturday.
That was-
Oh, yeah, that's what I was. Okay, Saturday night we went to open mic, The
Yeah.
True Spot. It's, I think, every Saturday night. And they have a $100 cash prize. So, we went out there and performed. It was super fun. Good vibes. I was super scared as usual, but I was like,
You didn't look scared.
I didn't. Well, I was.
You,
Nah,
I was like, I am so scared up here.
you gotta fake it till you make it.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I fake it till I make it. But that was so much fun. And I think this Saturday coming up, we're all going to go. Whoever can go from JOTM. But yeah, I think it'll be a good time.
Shit, I went last minute, and I can't lie, shit was lit.
Yeah.
It was lit. I had a good
missed
time.
it.
Me and Seth performed.
Y'all did. You
you
dropped
know.
the microphone.
Yeah, I dropped the microphone. You know.
It was so funny, but it was dope. It looked like it was like a part of it or something.
But
I don't know.
it was nuts because real rap, like before that, I was pre-gaming. So
Yeah.
we got the call like, yo, we gonna go. I looked at who I was with. I was like, yo, D, we out. And it happened to be we out. We slid through. It was nice though. It was weird. To me, it was weird because when we pulled up, it didn't look like an open. It would look like, oh shit.
No, it doesn't.
Hey man, grab the ratchet. We're going somewhere deep. You know what I mean? But nah, it was all love, man. It was all love. It was more than love. It was just, you know what I mean?
Everybody was so cool, so supportive. Like when you go there, and this is for anybody who wants to perform up at the True Spot, and that's on 1830 North MLK Boulevard, Lake Mead and MLK. If you want to perform, let's say you write, you sing, you play an instrument, you're a comedian, this is the perfect place to go. There's so many dope people. They got food, they got drinks, and everybody's...
No, that's coming up next.
Yeah, we about to talk about that next, Baja Bar and Grill. But everybody's really supportive. So even when I went up and I was so scared, everybody was like hyping me up. So it made me feel better, and I felt a lot more comfortable.
Somebody said what's up. Who's Sherilyn?
Sherilyn Padua. What's up? What's
going
going on? Do you have a
on?
question for us?
How you doing? We got Dwayne in the building.
Dwayne.
What up, Dwayne?
We got
Arthur.
We got Arthur, aka Mr. Magoo, in the
I
building.
can't see that far.
Arthur, how are you watching two different lives?
I don't know, man. He got
I know
two. That's what happens when you get
He's a
money.
professional.
That's what happens when you get money. You leave the hood.
That's what happens when you ballin'.
Yeah,
Actually,
man.
if you got any questions?
Anybody that's on right now got any questions? Feel free to drop them. If you want to come on the live, feel free to either let us know and we'll put you in, or put yourself on and we'll answer up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But back to the subject, you know, I had a blast. You know, me and Seth did a song that we really first time even performing that song.
That's
That's
all.
old.
I thought I heard
You
it
know what I
one
mean?
before though.
I
No,
never.
yeah,
At the Baja
no.
Bar and Grill.
It was that. It was
Or am I
before.
Everybody was on it.
But it was
Oh, gotcha.
it was a different different version, different situation.
It was
You know what I'm saying?
It was somebody else on it.
Yeah.
I performed it by myself.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
If you guys could see his face.
yeah.
But
But nah,
say
so
no names because I'm not gonna give them
any shine. We ain't gonna make their night
I
tonight.
gave them that, and they supposedly was the face, you know.
Oh yeah, fucked it up. Got patty surgery. We got a new face. But no, anyway. Yeah, we did that song, and we still didn't do the real copy because we got HD on it.
Yeah.
HD's on the song, so we just decided, you know what, let's just do what we gotta do for now.
It was good practice.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It was really good practice, honestly. And there was other dope artists that were there. I think that one of them was called Chef Young. He was super, super dope.
Yeah.
Really humble guy. I think it was Chef Young. Am I right?
I don't know, but I think it's
You know
like
what I'm talking
the one
about?
that went up at the end too.
Yeah, the other
Yeah,
one that went
yeah,
up at the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he added me.
That
He's
dude was dope too. The poet, the dude that was talking without
from
the microphone.
Sacramento,
Oh, facts,
Sacktown.
facts,
Yeah.
They had some dope. As far as the performers go, it was a lot of poets. There was a lot of spoken word and poetry going on. and sprinkled in with some hip hop and you know
comedy.
You know what I
We
mean?
got up there, everybody walked out.
What happened?
When we got up there, everybody walked out.
Oh, they did?
But it was
I
kind of
didn't
good
notice.
because there was a bunch of kids
I
there.
didn't even notice, bro. I just
I know what I was saying was not kid friendly.
I was you know.
I
But you know, it is what it is. But
What's
yeah,
up, Vicky?
That was a good. I had a good time. You know what I mean? I can't complain. But shit. Like Seth said, coming up on the 18th, we have Baja Bar and Grill. We're going back.
Yeah.
We're doing another show there. You know, that's basically home for JOTM. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we gotta bless them with another show, and we got spots available for anybody who wants to perform. It could be anything: R&B, hip hop, spoken word, whatever.
You play an instrument,
Country,
you're a musician,
you
yeah.
can come in and do your.
Naya's gonna be there with her band.
Oh, Naya will be there with her band.
Naya
you know
the
what I mean?
Imposters.
The Imposters are gonna show up and do a little
Yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited.
And if you know
Yeah.
where Baja Bar and Grill is, it's right across the street from UNLV, correct? On Maryland Parkway.
Yeah,
so
Maryland Tropicana.
yeah. And they have really, really good food. I don't know if y'all have tried the tacos.
You know what? I
Oh yeah.
every time I went there, it was like, yeah, you would have shot at tequila, and then I never got to eat anything. I'm like, dang.
It is like a little
Fish
tequila
tacos.
place. If you like tequila, that's the spot to be
Yeah.
at. And they have gluten-free
yeah.
beer, by the way.
And then fish tacos.
She's
is
like,
to
that
die
is
for.
wonderful.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I can't drink none of that.
I can't do beer, period.
Yeah, but shit. When I went there the first time, I was like, "Yeah, let me get a double shot of Henny," and they looked at me like, "Nigga, you didn't read the sign."
Okay.
I know.
And I was like,
The
"Nah."
girl
man."
looked at me like that too. I was like, "What do you have?" She was like, it's a tequila,
tequila
bar.
bar.
I'm like,
Yeah.
like I knew that.
But no,
Jeez.
it's a great environment. They got it got good food, got fish tacos, them things to die for, you know. But I don't even eat fish. Seriously, honestly.
You know, I didn't know that.
And I go there, ask this guy, and I'll take down like 6-7 tacos.
I love
You
me
know,
some fish tacos.
So,
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, Baja Bar and Grill, that's on May 18th. That's 2 Fridays from now.
So if anybody wants to perform, hit any of us from JOTM Up or Chris Sesmas, or just jump on the mic page. We'd love to
Facts.
have you.
You know, if you want to perform, like I said, just hit up the
I'm itching again.
hit up the
You're
inbox.
making me.
Hit up the inbox and just drop down what you want to do, who you are. Somebody will get back to you ASAP.
Yeah.
You got Madeline. How you doing, Madeline?
Madeline.
We
I love
got
Madeline.
Andrew
Madeline's-
Escobar.
we got Andrew
gotta say
Escobar
what's
watching.
good.
We keep looking back.
Hey, Andrew, man, you gotta hit me up soon,
You can
man.
see it better
Hit me
on
up.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout
talk
out to
to you.
Toon Squad though. He bought one of my my iPhone stickers of my artwork, and he's an upcoming artist
Is he
here in Las
coming? He's
Vegas.
performing, right?
There
I
you
think
go.
I've been talking to him about it. He's got some new stuff out.
Toon Squad, bring
Or
it.
that he's
We
working
out.
on.
Come
Toon
to
Squad.
Baja. You gotta come to Baja, man. We need all the artists and we need everybody to come.
And he's
show
a younger
love, man.
artist. He's like 21,
Give
so
a shout
he's
out to Andrew Escobar from me.
Andrew Escobar. What's up?
Be careful with him. He might know Pablo.
Nah,
Be careful.
Okay.
What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? If you want to sign on, man, let me know. We'll bring you on. You know what I mean? You can talk to Sess. You can talk to all of us. You know what I mean?
I know. Ask us something.
Yeah.
on.
Ask away.
Naya wants y'all to ask her questions.
I'll answer as best I can.
We should play that truth or dare thing.
I
Magoo
know.
said-
Truth or dare.
Magoo said he got 1 million people about to tune in. Let me see that happen.
Anybody?
you
Oh,
say?
but don't you have to like write something down to do truth or dare? Or are you talking about like with the audience?
I have no clue. Let's
Truth or
just wing
dare.
it.
Right?
Is there a movie called like Truth or Dare?
Yeah, there's a movie coming. Well,
That
no,
looks
it's already
creepy.
out.
It looks
He
creepy.
said-
I don't
Shit.
think I wanna
The
watch
movie
it.
that came
I can't
out.
watch that stuff by
What came
myself.
out? What came out this
Yeah.
week? The Avengers.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking crazy about that
What's
movie.
up, Andrew Escobar? Okay.
Yeah, he said what? No, yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. What's up? And then. Okay.
What's
here we go.
up? Nah, what's up?
Yeah.
I said what's up.
What's
I said
up?
what's up.
You know what I mean? Hey, I'm from the East Coast, my man. You hear me? I gotta get it right, man. What's up? You heard me?
And for anybody watching,
Hey, you got it
Wowzers.
perfect.
I know
You
how
got
to do
it
that.
perfect.
if y'all see
Don't
what's
fuck
going
with
on over there.
Sus.
But if you're watching right now, please go to Jump on the Mic on Facebook or Instagram and like it. Go on YouTube and look up Jump on the Mic so you can stay updated with events and podcasts.
Hold on,
and
we gotta get.
all kinds
Do
of
me a
other stuff.
favor. Bring Arthur on the screen right now.
Can you brighten it up
'cause-
too? It's super dark.
I know. I don't think I've ever seen it that dark.
You
Yeah,
gotta,
'cause he
you gotta
came
press
up-
that button on the bottom left.
He talking about the Avengers, and I know he know what he talking about. That man lived for
You
that
guys are not
stuff.
supposed to be paying attention to this one.
Nope.
I know.
All right,
Sorry,
I'm about
we're
to
supposed
be
to be
off
paying
off
attention.
live. Say
Oh,
bye.
tell us how right
Bye.
there.
I don't know how to brighten it up.
Say bye now.
No, you good.
Bye.
Flock, say bye.
Goodbye. Holla back. What's
Johnny
next on
TV.
Sunday? Come back Sunday if she's on. Or
Okay.
just come back anyway, even if she's not on.
JOTM
Let's
TV.
go.
Okay.
He don't want to get on.
You don't wanna get on?
And don't spoil the movie for me, nigga. I will whoop your ass.
Yeah, don't say too much.
I can't watch none of that by myself.
Magoo.
What's up, my guy?
Hey, who's that?
Arthur.
We got Mr. Magoo, Mr.
Mr.
McGee in the building.
Magoo. That's
Hey, so what's
Real quick.
He wants to raise the volume.
It's
Okay.
good.
Hey, all right, so holla at me, man. How do you? Don't give it up. But did you like the movie? Was it good? Did it live up to your standards? What's up?
It was worth watching.
Okay.
It was surprising at the end. I think a lot of people that go see it is going to be surprised by what happens at the end of the movie. I was just saying
one of
this.
those.
If you guys ever saw, let's say, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back from the original trilogy, how the bad guys end up on top, that's how this movie is.
Don't fucking say that.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Hey, can I say something though?
It's go-
I keep seeing. Look, I haven't seen it yet. Don't kill it for me. I keep seeing that everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. But isn't there like a reality stone or something that can make them think that?
Why
or make
you
it seem
telling-
that way? I don't know. I haven't seen the
Oh, I was
movie.
gonna say, why you telling everything?
I'm saying they're making it seem this
I'll
way,
just
so
say
when
this.
it comes back, that reality stone is like that's not even what happened. Is that what it is?
No, that is what happened.
Oh.
I'm just going to tell you. What
Okay, that's it.
happened
Don't
is-
say shit else.
All right, that's it.
Now, the stone that you're referring to is not the reality stone, it's the soul stone
The soul one?
and the time stone. So
I'm
some
so
people
lost.
are trapped
Oh,
in,
one
the,
of them.
in the
I don't
in
know.
the soul stone,
Listen.
but the time stone can change things.
Okay,
And it's
all right,
not
don't
gonna
say
change
nothing else.
things.
I'll beat you
Right?
up.
That was a lot.
I'ma kick you
Okay.
That was a
You
lot.
don't do shit.
You're lucky
Yeah,
I'm not
you
gonna.
did
That's a lot, because
I'm-
if you don't-
I'm
if
not
you
gonna
don't
remember
watch,
that,
like,
so
every single- if
lucky,
you
and
haven't
I'm not gonna watch it
every
actually.
single Avengers movie or anything from Marvel yet, you should go back and watch them, because then this is gonna be like, where the fuck all this stuff comes from? So if you haven't watched any of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, Ragnarok, Black Panther, this is gonna catch you off guard.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I would say go back and watch those movies.
Before you watch
I haven't
this.
seen
Come
Black
back and
Panther
watch
yet.
this, and a lot of things
I
will
haven't
make
seen
sense.
anything.
Nigga, you
know,
got a
I
fire
haven't
stick.
either.
Black Panther's already on HD on.
Yeah.
Not
I
after you
do.
bit it like that.
Oh, you bit it?
I got you, bro. Well, shit, man. I appreciate that because I'm not even into that type of stuff, but I'm about to start it from the beginning now and then get to that part.
Yeah,
Fuck
I'm not
it.
into that type of shit either, but I just know about everything.
Your lying ass up.
He
You
said I
all
know
into
about
it.
everything. He said I know
I know
about
a little
everything.
bit about everything, so anything I can't talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. All right, so look, now that you on, I know you got something to say about this. We're gonna bring it up real quick. Give me 1 second, McGee. What does everybody think about what's going on right now with I'm still saying with my man Kanye West? Like,
First of
we'll
all,
start with you.
You know what?
Okay, hold on. We'll start
You
with.
know what? There's always two sides to every story,
Mhm.
and you know, as a person, a loving person, I would always say, you know,
Aw.
you have to try to understand what other people are trying to say. You know,
Right.
we all have our points, we all have our views,
Mhm.
but you have to filter certain things out. And even if you don't like what somebody's saying, listen to them.
Mhm.
And then I'm not saying it's gonna change your thoughts or what you feel and what you believe, but you know, you lend that ear, and then maybe some things would make sense to some of the things that they're saying. But that shit was foolish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's gonna lose a lot of fans. He's gonna end up losing his credibility, and his sales are gonna go down, and people ain't gonna fuck with him no more. You know what I'm saying? Adidas is gonna end up dropping his ass, and you know that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go around turning your back on your own people. You know what I'm saying? And when I say your own people, I mean, you know, people in hip hop, his black followers, they're not gonna fuck with him. They're just gonna be like, man, this motherfucker's Uncle Tom. He's a sellout. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, you know, in the end, you know, I just hope that he comes to his senses. And he was on TMZ talking about, you know, that he was sorry and he knew he felt like he turned his back on some people or he said some hurtful things. You know what I'm saying? Slavery was not a choice. You know what I'm saying? These people were took from from their home and put into a situation that they didn't want to be in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't do what they wanted, you're pretty much they're gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And even after, you know what I'm saying, when slavery was abolished, people were still getting lynched. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
Very true. Very
What do
true.
you think, honey?
Well, when I first seen it, I was like, "What in the world did he just say?" Like that was whack. But once I saw the other videos, because you know how it is, media manipulation. People break shit down. They'll show you certain parts of videos to make it seem a certain way. So the slavery thing, what he said, I think he meant, this is my perception, people in numbers can make a change, right? But at the same time, I think it was a lot of brainwashing at the time. You're living in fear because you're watching people die. You're watching people get raped all the time. There's a lot of trauma with it. I think just like you were saying, instead of looking at something for what it is, like whatever he just said, look beyond that, what he's trying to say. You know what I mean? And I don't like Trump and whatnot, but I see what he's trying to say. Everybody hates him. You could talk shit to somebody all the time. That's not going to change anything. And I think me and you were saying earlier, keep your enemies close. Yeah. That way you can like learn from that.
I mean, that's what I thought. Me personally, I thought he was like McGee said, the way he said it was off the wall. You know what I mean? Like you can't just come out your mouth.
Right. You got to look deeper.
You know what I mean? You got to.
Which is what Arthur was saying as well.
Yeah, dog, like you're not just me or Cess or McGee or Honey.
Right.
You Kanye, bro. So when you say something like that to that
you have
man,
a lot of power. To that a lot of people are listening and watching.
Bro, like and like I said to me, I was talking to Cess and Honey. He didn't, I say personally, mean the whole, from the beginning of the slavery part, but I think towards now generation, you know what I mean? Like from the 90s, when he started doing music, like we could have all came together, which is African American, Hispanics, everybody of the minority class could have came together and stopped this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I think he meant by we took it by choice.
Right.
Now.
That's what I.
You know
that's what I
because
got
now,
from it after I stepped back. And
yeah. Like basically, we are still slaves to Gucci.
I agree.
No, we are still slaves to Ferragamo. Everybody, like not everybody, but a good majority of the people want that shit. Exactly. Whether it's fake, whether it's real, they just want that label. Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's what I think he meant by we're still enslaved. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's by choice.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because anyway, if we all come together and say we're not buying Gucci no more, you know what I mean?
Then
the shit.
No.
They won't die because the other people, the other side, are still buying it, but they're gonna take a hit. You feel me? To the point where they're gonna start making it to the point like, okay, we're gonna make good advertisement. Do everything to equalize the situation. Yeah. So they can come back and keep buying our shit.
I just want to make a small little point on that. If you go back to what you were talking about as far as like branding enslaving people, and some of these people we know they don't want us
wearing their
shit.
Stuff. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would wear like polo or something like that. I never heard Ralph Lauren say anything negative about any any background or anything, whether you be African American, Hispanic, whatever. I've never heard anything. So I like polo, you know what I mean? But I would not touch Tommy Hilfiger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he came out and said straight up, like if I knew black people were gonna be wearing my clothing, I would have never made it. Right. But yeah, you still see people rocking Tommy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just ignorant to me. You know what I'm saying? If somebody comes out and says certain things, I can't mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I got a thing of where I wear Jordans. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that Jordan actually backs a lot of prisons.
Prison to pipeline.
A lot of his money is tied into, incarcerating people that are his own damn people. You know what I'm saying? Right. But if he were to come out and say, you know what I'm saying? If you're going, I'm not saying that he's making money off of black people, but the majority of us minorities are the ones that are in prison, and that's where he's benefiting from. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, to each his own.
And Jordans are not cheap, by the way.
They're not.
I'm not spending no $200 on no shoes. But listen, if you like Jordans, you like Jordans. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell nobody what to do. But listen, at the same time, Polo Ralph or whoever could low key feel like he doesn't like black and brown people, but he's like, I'm making money off them.
Yeah. Right.
He may not say it out loud. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't telling me that.
Right.
Yeah.
He ain't saying it out loud, because then, you know what I'm saying, he knows people are going to turn their back on him.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
yeah.
Right.
But, you know, Tommy Hilfiger's still around.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of people just are ignorant to certain things, and I don't mean ignorant like you're stupid. I just mean like
Right.
ignorant, not knowing. You know
Not
what I'm saying?
informed.
Like they say, ignorance is bliss. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not knowing.
And like they say, fear springs from ignorance. You're afraid of something because you don't know about it. You know what I mean? So
That's a fact.
that can be used so many different ways. But you know what I'm saying? Back to what we were talking about. Yeah. Like you say something out publicly, I'm not gonna be able to mess with you. So that's me. You know,
Right.
You say something about, Hispanics, Mexicans, black people. You know what I mean? That don't sit well with me.
I
You know what
agree.
mean?
Yeah.
'Cause we're all people. When it comes down to it, we're all one race. That's part of the human race, and that's all that should matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Amen.
I think you made some really, really good points.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't make my side, like, because everything can be so taken so out of context with the media. I don't trust the media. So
Yeah.
what I'm seeing, okay, I can form an opinion on what I saw with Kanye, but I wasn't there. So
Exactly. You don't know the
I'm not
real.
gonna speak
Yeah.
on it if I didn't see the whole thing, or I feel like you just gave me this much.
Snippet.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, but what I do like about what's going on with the Kanye thing is that it's bringing up topics like this.
Discussions.
It's bringing it up
Mhm.
to say, hey, what's your stance on this? What's your stance on people selling merchandise under this belief system? Like the,
Yeah, fact.
the Chick-fil-A guy, and, there's
Yeah.
so many people
Oh,
that believe in
you
one
see
thing,
what
but
happened in,
they're millionaires. So,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
it's okay.
even like you seen what happened with Starbucks.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's not gonna stop me from drinking Starbucks. I like Starbucks.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's your
saying?
morning
That's
pickup.
just
I'm not messing with
that's just
Starbucks.
one
Ever.
It's
that's
too
one
strong.
ignorant-ass person who was put in a position they shouldn't have been in.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? The
yeah.
manager was
Yeah.
like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's on her. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That ain't on the company. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
hey, I can still mess with Starbucks.
Nah, I'm
say
not
That's
buying
all
no
I can-
$6 cup
letter,
of coffee.
right?
I'll go to
Yeah,
McDonald's
yeah.
quick
Apology letter.
or 7-Eleven.
And
No, I'm just playing.
The employee should have been fired. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. That's whacking itself
yeah.
though, but that speaks for what black and brown people go through daily.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear when people are like, we are a human race. Get that. Like, we are connected. Like, the outside of us is not forever. You know what I'm saying? But there are things that I've had to go through that I know that other people, white people, have not gone through. And I know because when I say certain things to them, they don't comprehend. And I'm not saying that they're foolish. It's what you said, ignorance. You've never been through that, so you can't even understand that. You think I'm just like complaining and whining. No, for real. When I go to the store, I'm getting followed around. And it's not because I'm stealing. They're gonna look at me like that. You know what I'm saying? And I can't control that. And that goes on with so many other things that go on with being brown. And I know certain people who are privileged, who have never, and it's not their fault. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Why you lose my train of thought, golly?
I don't
But,
even know what the last thing you said.
No, but
I
privilege.
hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but
And,
I
you
grew
know,
up in a.
my brother can attest to a lot of things that we had to go through.
Right.
With our stepfather being African American and our younger brothers being
Black.
mixed,
Yeah.
Puerto Rican and black, and we be in the middle of a baseball season and somebody drop an M-bomb on my little brother, and
Okay.
next, we're in the middle of the field fighting.
Right.
And they're like, why do you care?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you care? I'm like, hey, that's my little brother. Oh, how is that your brother? Oh,
Right.
you mean because he's black, he's your brother? No, that's my blood brother. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Just because his skin is darker than mine don't mean that we ain't blood related. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And we used to go
Right.
through it all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what's
and
up.
that.
I mean,
Let me chime in
Yeah,
on
I
that.
remember-
Yeah, I have, and you can continue with what you want to say. My daughter is black,
Yeah.
so people automatically think, they don't know that. Some people don't know that, so they think because I'm Mexican, it's okay to say like racist stuff around me about black folks,
exactly.
and
I get
that's
that- I get that all the
annoying.
time.
Like, okay,
Right.
Chris does it all the time, But he said that.
Chris said that.
But it's things like my daughter will tell me all the time, like her friends who are Mexican will say racist things about black folks, and then in the same token they'll be like, but you're not really black.
But you know, if
we like you,
What
you're
does
not
that
really
mean?
black. But so being black and Mexican is wild.
Like, what am I supposed to be like? 50% offended on this?
Okay.
100%
Okay.
I'm not all black. You know
Yeah.
Hey, but
like, that kind of gets me too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've literally checked people where I'm like, hey man, you need to watch what you say around me.
Okay.
My family is. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate and I respect that for real, because a lot of people, and I'm not like talking junk about my own people, but a lot of my people, Mexican people, say so many things, and I'm like, why would you say that? But I know why, because they were taught that.
Yeah, exactly.
They were taught that they're better than black people. Some of them, they were taught that black people are lazy, and so many other things, because they try to separate us when we are the same.
Right, and I'll tell you why racism still exists, and it may not be as bad as what it used to.
Right.
But we're
But it still
seeing a lot of
exists.
things because of our access to cameras and quick access and stuff like that.
To social
But,
media.
Going back to what you were talking about, social media, all that stuff, everybody's walking around with a damn portable camera. You know what I'm saying? So we're catching all this stuff. You know what I mean? But going back to what you were saying, and I wanted to make a point of bigots raise bigots. So if your parents were biased, racist, or bigots, it's being taught.
Right.
It's something that's
Passed
being
on.
taught from generation to generation. So you still got younger kids who used to hear their grandparents talk all this
Exactly.
nonsense about people of color, and that's how it still exists. And until we have these conversations with them and make them change their mind about us, you know what I mean, we're not going to get anywhere. And
Exactly.
we're so quick to resort to violence instead of talking, and sometimes violence is necessary, because it is. I'm just saying it is.
Right.
No comment.
If it comes down to it, me or you, oh, come on, I'm choosing myself all day. I'm not going to lay there and just be like, you know what, I quit, I give up. No. Somebody has to keep this fight alive. You know what I'm saying? We've lost so many leaders that never had the opportunity to lead.
Right.
I mean, if you go back to MLK, you go back to JFK, you go back to Tupac, all these people were taken before their time because potentially they had the power to change things and lead, and they had followers. And that's something that Kanye probably could have even had. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. Now everybody's going to look at him like he's a damn clown.
But I think
why would you
Kanye.
follow this clown? But at the same time, we following this damn clown-ass president. And I'm not saying some of his points aren't valid. Some things that Trump says, you know what I'm saying, they have some validity to them, right? And some of those things our past presidents have said, from Obama to Clinton to Bush. Whether you loved Obama or not, he said some of the exact same things Trump said him. The only thing that was different is Trump said them with hate. He said them with hate in his heart, and the way they came out, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't come out with so much hate in him, and we might view him differently.
Right.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you something. So you're in Vegas, right?
Say that again?
You're in Vegas?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yo, I need you to come talk to these kids at JD Healing Hearts, because what you said was like super, super deep. We're going to be doing a homeless outreach Saturday morning-ish to afternoon-ish. If you're available, I'd love for you to come.
Yeah, I can do it. I mean, I'm off. I don't work Thursdays and Fridays, and pretty much my days are free.
So Thursdays, after 2 p.m. Yo, you're gonna have to hit me up on Messenger, but I'd love to have you like just talk to the kids. They loved Chris. They like people who look like them and know about the hood, but also just real people in general.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'd love to have you. You gotta come and just talk to them and just be cool and make sandwiches and chill out. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, but it was good. It was good having you on, McGee.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Hell
you guys.
yeah,
Man.
bro.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, man. And we
Alright.
got
Kinda
some.
looks
Hey,
like-
we need to see you at Bauhaus. We got some new music, man. You come through, man.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, I got
You gotta come preach.
Our band's playing.
You gotta go
Yeah,
preach,
live
Arthur.
band, yeah, we have a live band in there too.
We got a live band.
You gotta
going
preach
in.
to the
Live
live
action
band.
Hey, I can
That's
do
a
that.
whole
Also
new
can clown
talent
people
and
too,
art.
so-
Yeah. Bring your pudgy ass on. I got a couple jokes.
Oh, you ain't got more jokes than me, bro.
I got some jokes for you.
Hey, we're gonna have stand up if you want to get up there.
You heard me? Hey, we got stand up too. If you wanna go up there.
Hey, a lot of you guys don't know this, but I used to do stand-up comedy.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, you told me.
You better come up there.
I'm giving you the
Make
mic.
me laugh. We need to laugh.
I'll tell you guys a true story. I was maybe about 16, 17 years old, and I used to do stand-up comedy at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, in California.
Guacamole. That's
And,
dope.
Yeah, Chris will tell you, I did commercials and stuff, and did
That's
movies here and
cool.
there, and was in a
They
documentary.
were
that was
like
nominated
those
for Academy
STD
Award.
commercials.
Hey, I got
Yo,
paid
she
for
have
it,
jock
though.
itch.
Yeah,
Try this. I'm just kidding.
rub this cream on your balls. Anyway, so
The Sesmas, y'all. The Sesmas. Comedy show near you soon.
he tells me, hey, we're gonna have this show in a week. I need you to get some material ready for the show and do your thing. So I'm working on something for like a week, and then the day before, he's like, hey, I need you to cut out all your profanity, and we're gonna have a lot of people in the house. And I was just like, okay. So I end up going on stage, and within 3 minutes, I done dropped so many F-bombs. and was talking so much shit.
Okay.
They red lighted me.
Dang.
And when the red light
What that
comes
mean?
on, that means get
That
off
means
stage.
you done.
Oh.
So what I ended up doing is I remembered at that moment, it was at that time I realized I fucked up. So I decided, you know what, I've prepared all week for this, I'm not getting off stage.
Right.
So I finished what I was supposed to do. I just cut out the profanity, and then when I was done, I walk off stage. He walks up to me, and he's like, he gives me a drink, and then he tells me to go outside and think about what I just done.
Oh, jeez.
Dang, like he was in trouble.
See, at that time, I didn't know, but Nickelodeon was there,
Oh,
Disney was there,
no.
there was all kind of people there, and they wanted to talk to me, but I didn't know all this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I just, was being me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I go outside, I'm sitting there, and one of my buddies is smoking a cigarette. So I start smoking a cigarette with him, and we're sitting there talking. And he's like, man, I think you done messed up. And then we're sitting there having this conversation, and we see this Caucasian lady pushing a man in a wheelchair, and it's dark outside. And we don't know who it is in the wheelchair. I just know that we're out there smoking, so I'm trying to put my cigarette out. And it ends up being Richard Pryor in the wheelchair.
Oh shit.
I knew
He
that.
tells me-
Yeah.
He tells me, hey, you know what I mean? Don't put your cigarette out. It's cool. I came out here to smoke,
All right.
And in so many words, And so he's sitting there having this conversation with me, and he's telling me, you were doing so good at first, but then it kind of dropped off at the end. And he was like, you know how much money I done said about, how much money I done made using profanity and saying fuck you and suck my
Right.
and bitch this and that. I don't want to go too off on what he was saying, but he was dropping so many bad words, and I'm just in awe of this dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he has a cigarette in his mouth, and he's digging for his lighter. So we go over to light his cigarette, but we turn the valve up on the lighter, right? So the lighter goes so far up, it almost burned this dude. He jumps back. Hey, he jumps back and he cusses us out. He was like, "Oh shit, you stupid mother effer!" Like, I literally thought I was gonna have to get into a fist fight with Richard Pryor. So I'm dead serious. He looked like he was gonna jump out the chair and beat my ass. I'm dead serious, and I'm like, you know what? It's a lose-lose situation. I
Okay.
tell him to shut the hell up and listen to him. I
Okay.
can't beat the guy known as beating up Richard Pryor. And not only that, like, that dude's a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll never be able to do comedy again. So, yeah, man.
So
That
who
was, like, one of
knew?
the funniest things. Huh?
I said, who knew? That's an amazing story.
Yeah.
Wait, how old were you?
I was 17 at that
Oh
time.
my goodness, that's like
That's
a
back in-
historical moment,
The
straight
moral
up.
of the story, just
Yeah.
throw a couple F-bombs and it's all good.
And don't turn the lighter all the way up.
That's back in his heyday.
Yeah. I'm still in my heyday, bro. You know what my problem was? Like, I used to get all kind of opportunities, and everybody would tell me I look too old. Now,
Are you serious?
Now I kind of look my age. I mean,
Yeah.
I look too young. Now I look my
Oh.
age, and I'm out of shape. So it's kind of like, you know what? If I decide at any point I want to get back into anything, that, you know what I'm saying, I gotta start, working on me. You know what I mean? Because, you are a tool. You know what I mean? You're a
You have a
tool in your own
purpose.
trade. And some people don't realize that, you know what I mean?
Right.
The way your appearance, the way you look, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself will get you a long way.
Yeah.
It's true.
And I'm book smart, but the streets raised me. I pretty much like to tell people I'm an abomination because you know what I mean. I can have a conversation without using profanity and be professional and provide 5-star service at work, or you know what I'm saying, or even in everyday life. But that's a lot of certain things that people don't understand. You have to know your surroundings and know where you are at all times and what you can say, what you can talk about, and not necessarily filter yourself, but carry yourself in a respectable way. So
Be aware of be aware of what
Right.
you're doing around and who you're
Absolutely.
around. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you had the best of both
Yeah.
worlds. It sounds like, so you definitely have a lot to give.
Yeah. And I,
What
I
you mean?
think,
Yeah.
like, certain things, yeah. Well, I understand what you're saying, but like certain things are my own fault. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah. I get that.
Me and my brother have conversations all the time about, like I tell him, like, dude, you're so talented. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you touch, everything that you touch,
He's not paying attention.
He's looking up.
You can pick up anything and be good at it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
better than average.
If you put your mind to it, yes.
Right, and it's just applying yourself, and that's something that I have a problem with, is applying myself, because my fault is I get caught up in everyday life.
Okay.
You know what I mean, and working a 9 to 5 and
Right.
making sure my bills are paid and
That's good,
taking
And a
though.
lot of people
kids.
do that though.
That's
A lot of
facts,
people.
I do that.
And I gotta,
thought that was
kids,
normal.
Yeah. That's why my album ain't come out yet.
Take care of
I
my
gotta
shit.
make sure they're taken care of before I put food in my mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And, that's just
But
life.
listen, Saturday is your moment.
Yeah, bring your ass.
And I know you're gonna do really. Yeah, Saturday we're doing homeless outreach. You said
Oh.
you can come, right? Saturday?
This Saturday?
Yes, this Saturday is our first one.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and jump off because I know you guys want to talk to other people. So just message me.
Okay, I'll message you. Yeah. But listen, you
Alright.
have so much to give and you're good just naturally who you are. So we'll talk. But I appreciate you.
Thank you, McGee.
All right, you guys.
Holla
Thank
back.
you.
I'll continue watching. You guys take care.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Holla
thank
back,
you.
bro.
Bye.
All right, now.
He said, all right now.
Make sure you leave the.
My bad.
You gotta say bye.
Hey, first of all, someone left a really good comment.
Yeah,
It
that was
Fabula.
Sherilyn.
She said not only the color of your skin, but also your appearance, the way you carry yourself and dress, but tend to judge and automatically form an opinion.
How do you hang up?
I think that's really
I know,
important.
that's what I
People
was
don't
trying to figure
understand
out.
how important that is.
Right.
We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah. McGee
Did we
said-
just do
I'm looking at my face on
this?
that screen back there. That's
Right.
That's kind of weird.
How do you hang up though?
Hang up.
Try to hang
No,
up.
I think you got to hang up on me.
I don't want to hit the X. It might exit out the video.
No, hey, exit out him.
Yeah. What's it
Okay.
say?
Just
Yeah.
hold on.
All right, I got it. I got it.
All right,
Bye.
McGee. Holla back. He's gone.
So
But
who wants to add to that? I have something to add to
To
it.
what?
To
Sherilyn?
Sherilyn Fabula's
Oh, that shit happened.
comment.
That happened to me.
I think-
that happens to a lot of people.
I think I'm always like constantly thinking of, and especially when I'm around people who are not like me, I'm constantly like, okay, I have to talk a certain way, I have to carry myself a certain way, or they're not gonna take me seriously. They're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
I
she's
mean, it's
ghetto. Even
I
though,
I think
There's
for
a
me,
time and a place to relax, and there's a time and a place to keep it professional. When I'm
Yeah.
at work, I'm keeping it professional. As soon as I get my ass home, it is after 5 o'clock. It's a different story.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Right.
you have to wear those
I-
hats.
right.
I think though, honestly, like in the field that I'm in, as far as hip hop and stuff, it's easy for people to look at somebody and be like, look at his music, you know what I mean? He's
right.
Yes.
He's this, that, and the third.
This nigga done sold drugs. He done that, and then they see me, or they'll see a video of me out here wilding out, and they'll be like, oh man,
Yeah.
Right.
look at this guy.
Right.
But then they'll see. I had it happen to me a lot of times. See, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing, sir? Things all right? Oh, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you have to have, like he said, you have to have them suits where you can go into that closet and
Yeah.
put that thing
You have
on
to.
and be like, hey, look, I'm gonna go sign my contract, bro. This is how I come like this. You know, I'm coming out, and it's always good to be like that. You know, it's always good to have different hats that you could put on. You know,
Right.
and be like, hey, look, this is corporate hat. You know what I mean? This is my pool party hat. This is my show hat. You know, this is my, you know, you have to have that. You know, you can't just be out here like Flavor Flav and just not like him, but you know what I mean? Like he don't give a fuck. His persona is this. This is what they know him as.
Right.
That's
This is
it.
what they judge him as. You know what I mean? So I always keep it open for myself to be able to communicate with different people.
Right.
How I have to communicate. You know.
However, in my life, like when I'm working with kids and they don't know that you're supposed to act a certain way, I don't ever say to them you have to act a certain way to be cool with me. You can talk however and I'm still gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
I
there's that part of it where you have to act a certain way when you grow up a little bit. You have to act a certain way, speak a certain way, but it's also like when people come to me, you can be who you are.
Facts.
Because I'm gonna give you respect and love regardless.
To go back to your point when it comes to like, you know, the younger generation.
Yeah.
I can relate to them on that. What's up, my nigga? You good? Everything smooth?
You can.
I can do that, but at the same time, I'm gonna try my best to kind of like give them that little like, my man, you don't gotta keep
Steer 'em in the
speaking
right
like
way.
this. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. You know what I mean? Hey, holler at your peoples when you know what I mean? But you don't go to school until your teacher. Hey, what's up, my nigga?
Yeah.
Like, that's not what you do. You know what I mean? Because
You don't?
not everybody. Honestly,
We did. We went to an alternative high
honestly,
school,
I'm a dick-
and that's how we talked to our teachers,
I'm
and
a
they was
dickhead.
cool with it.
I'm a dickhead, and I went to back home. It's called all ed, which is alternative education.
That's what I went to,
We
too,
call it
yeah.
all ed.
Yeah.
No, not all
Nah.
special ed. It was because I couldn't stop fighting, get in trouble. So
Yeah.
when I was there, it was still, but it's still like from me being back home with my mom. You know what I mean? Like I did all that shit. Like what's up, all that extra talking. But when I'm around these older folks, it was just always like branded on me, my man. You gonna say hi, how you doing? And you gonna speak how you know what I mean? You don't want nobody coming to your mom like, what's up, bitch? You good? You know what I mean? Like I just never, you know what I mean? Like I would kill somebody to that. You know what I mean? So if I look at the older folks, if they came at me with respect first, I'm looking at them as that's somebody's pops, that's somebody's mom, that's somebody's grandma. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna come at you like, what's up, old head? Like unless we had that rapport where we can do that, and we back on 13th Street bullshitting. But if I'm going to a school or anybody else, I can't come up to you like, what's up, my nigga? Everything good? Like it's just not. I feel weird about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I say like it's cool to speak how you're gonna speak where you need to speak like that. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna if I'm trying to help this kid out, I'm not gonna keep on telling them, yeah, my nigga, it's cool, my G. Yeah. Nah, bro, like let's try to get this shit right where you go to this interview and you know how to talk. You know what I mean? And you're not putting in that shit where you like when you do good in the beginning and then you just bust out. You're like, yeah, well, I really need this job because nigga, I'm gonna get some weed. Nah, man, like you gotta
You just
speak right,
messed
bro.
it
You know
all
what I mean?
up.
If you gonna do it, fake it till you make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Talk right, get that job, and then go home and talk ratchet.
Right.
That's just my opinion. You know what I
You
mean?
have to have those. It's dimensions. We all have.
And you gotta
it.
teach
We
them that.
all
You gotta
have
teach
it.
them.
Well, a lot of people don't know that because I didn't even know that. I didn't know, and I felt like it was a disrespect when people were like, "Well, you need to stop being ghetto." And to me, that's like, first of all, don't talk to me like that ever. Don't stop being ghetto. That's annoying. Don't say that because that's like you're being condescending. You're saying that I'm ignorant. That's how I feel when you say that. But there's always teachable moments, and you could be cool with somebody and speak a certain way. You just have to lead a certain way, and make people feel comfortable. If people feel like they're being forced to be a certain way and they're like being reprimanded, oftentimes they're not going to just roll with that. No. So just be yourself and guide people. You know what I mean? And so I think that's what you were saying, and she was saying too. So.
I mean, throughout the day, our how we talk, what we say, it depends on our environment. If your environment is just changing, you're gonna speak a different way. Like today, I went to work. I had to put on, good morning,
Right.
do my thing, and then after 5 o'clock, my body language changed. My whole demeanor changes. My personality comes out more. So.
No.
The kids
But that's
I
like,
was one of them kids raising kids. I had zero clue how to raise a child, no matter how many kids I've watched. My mom had she was a child care provider, so she had kids in there. Like, we had everything to the T. Like, food, activities, everything. But even when I became a mother at 18, I still didn't know what to do. Yeah. So it's wishful thinking to be like, oh, once you become a mom, you're supposed to be a mom. It doesn't work like that. And in your mind, you think certain things are supposed to be a certain way, and it ends up not being that way. Because having a child is a 24-hour, 7 days a week. Yeah, yeah. You get no breaks, and you have to constantly have patience, and it's a lot. It's a lot to put on someone's plate. Even though, people think that's a choice, you chose that. You know what I mean? So, but it's, you learn. And truthfully, I felt guilty for a long, long time. Like, I didn't do the right thing, but I was really, really young, and I did the best that I could. And my kids are dope as fuck.
That's
and,
like every time me and my mom have a conversation, I don't know how it gets always to this point, but she always finds a way to apologize. You know what I mean? I didn't do my best. And
right.
I could have did this better.
Yeah, why did they do that?
I could have did this better. And I look at her like, dog, like, you did a great job.
Aww.
No, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm a dick. I could be an asshole. People have a lot of things to say or look at me how different, whatever.
Right.
But I know that if it wasn't for that woman, nobody would be seeing me right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And she told me stories, and I put it out there where her and my dad were out there doing their thing. My dad was picking up drugs, and he's flipping drugs, and then she finds out she's pregnant with me, and all that shit stops.
Right.
And it's weird because she and you know how you talking to somebody, you can tell like she's just saying that to make you feel good. Yeah. But I looked in her face, and she was like, Chris, I did drugs, I did this, I did that. And when I found
she
out,
was realistic. She was just being real, and I love that.
Facts.
Yeah.
She said, man, I'm not gonna say, but you know what I mean, this and the third. And when I found out that I was having you, all that shit stopped. It even got to the point where I told your dad, hey, my man, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it was that serious. So that's why I'm like, damn, dog. So that's where it comes back to all that shit where I say, like, it's just, I don't know, like, it's just sometimes it clicks, sometimes, like, when
you do the best that you can.
Yeah, like, when I had kids, I was, when I had my first daughter, I was running amok. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, like, all right, cool, if I'm there giving a little bit of money, that's cool.
Right.
And it's not. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah. Like, you got to actually be there. Like, my daughter's up 1,000 miles away. And my son, and I talk to him. Hey, what's up? You good? Right. What's popping? Everything all right? Hey, all right, well, I'm coming this time. I'm coming this month. I'm coming. Like, you got to, that's all they want. You know what I mean? Is conversation. Somebody to talk to, you know what I mean? Because I'm looking at my daughter. We had a conversation. She's like, yeah, these niggas is bullying me. I'm like, who's bullying you? You know what I mean? And my daughter's big for her age. You know what I mean? So my first reaction as a man was, man, if you don't grab one of them motherfuckers, just grab one, and it'll teach the lesson to the rest of them.
Right.
But I had to break it down like, nah, you can't do that. You know
I don't think I've met anyone who hasn't been bullied.
Well, it was horrible for me.
Live.
Live.
Suge Knight. But for real, like, even when I tell people who've had kids, and I know it's probably not a good thing to say, but, like, your child's going to be bullied. And that's
it's gonna happen.
It's a part of life.
Even if you're buying him Jordans and all that shit, kids
even if
they
cool, even if they hard, even if they know how to fight, your child's gonna be bullied.
Oh, it's horrible.
Period. Point blank. You just do the best that you can. So I personally can't talk bad about other parents because I don't know what they've been through. I don't know what they were taught, and we all just do the best that we can. But yeah.
Yeah, well, Sherilyn brought another point up about, she said, I had to educate my kids at a young age about gays and lesbians. I didn't want them to freak out when they seen their uncle with another man.
That's a good thing. Always prepare your kids for anything. For anything, just talk to them about it first, because even if you don't agree with it, right, just talk to them about it first. I just think that, prepare them.
Even if, how we have parents and they always say something to us like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. We listen. You know what I mean? But we chose to do the extra thing. So I think as a parent, if you are like kind of the first ones to put that bug in the ear, You know what I mean? They kind of grab onto it more because it's like, damn, you know what I mean? My pops just said this about this. Maybe I should. Oh, that's what I seen. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? But
I didn't realize it till
I mean?
way later.
No, I mean I didn't.
Like 15 years later.
I didn't.
18.
No, honestly,
Maybe it's too late.
in my growing up generation, seriously, and I don't know if it's the food or what they say nowadays, but we didn't have that many in schools. We didn't have that many. I didn't see that many girls holding hands.
Me,
You know
I
what
didn't
mean?
see any of that.
I didn't see that many guys holding hands. That shit was more of a. That was back when it was kind of like under the table.
But that's what I'm saying. It was the
Like
reason
niggas-
why. The reason
Go
why
ahead.
people, I think, didn't do is because of fear, and people
Facts.
didn't know that. First of all, if I'm a girl, if I'm putting it in my mind that I'm gay, right? And I know how other people feel about gay people. I'm definitely not gonna go out there with that. Even my bestest friends, I'm not going to do that because I'm like,
it wasn't accepted back then.
Right.
They're
That's-
accepted
yeah.
now.
But
That's what I'm
The
saying.
issue is
Because it's
they're
mainstream.
pushing it on people. now.
Exactly, it's
They're
mainstream.
not only being accepted, they're pushing
You understand what I'm
it out
saying?
there.
I think it's more of a mainstream thing to do now. Now it's cool to come out. You know what I mean? Now it's cool to tell your friends. Yeah, I had a couple experiences in 2006. I ain't talking about, but
That one time.
you know, no, and that's what people refer to. Like, when did you come out? When did you realize? Oh, back in but I really didn't feel. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like I say, I'm not one of those people who come around like, oh, you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. You do what you do.
I know a lot of people right now who don't accept someone being gay. I guess I get it, but if my children felt that way, don't care if that's what your preference is. Don't care, because that's not going to change my relationship with my kids. I know a lot of people are like, I would stop talking to my kids. No, I would never. Even some people have said, like, if my child dresses a certain way, I won't talk to them. There is nothing that's going to come between my son and my daughter, no matter what they do, no matter how many mistakes they make. It doesn't matter. That's like a bond for forever. So I don't understand when people say they'll not speak to their child because of something like that. That's
to me,
crazy.
That's ludicrous.
My dad would always just do the. It was worse. It was like, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. I'm like,
that was the line back then.
Right.
I'm like, dang.
I say that to my kids. I say that to my kids
No,
all the time.
for
I'm like, I'm
everything.
not even mad at you. I'm just.
I'm like, dang,
Dog.
can't you just hit me
My
with the
mama-
belt like you did before? That hurt more than
Yeah.
my feelings.
Like, my mama catch me like smoking or on what, she was like, you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed because I
And they were
taught
like,
you.
"Oh."
Because I taught you better than that. I'm like,
Right.
Mom, but fuck, you know what I mean? Just, you know, like you
Or
said.
they don't talk to you at all. My dad did that to me once. Cause I got caught kissing a boy when I was way too young to be kissing boys,
Ooh.
and I got snitched on. My girl,
These snitches.
I got snitched on. I saw her walk up to my house, and I'm like, oh boy, I'm gonna get it. My dad didn't talk to me for like 3 months, and he didn't let me out.
3 months?
He didn't let me out the house until I made honor roll.
Holy guacamole.
I made honor roll, and I brought the certificate or whatever they gave me, and I made honor roll every
I have a question though.
But yeah.
How did that make you feel?
When I-
personally, how did you feel like your dad coming at you? Because me personally, I don't know how to handle it right now. I'm going
With
through
the
this
kissing
with
boys
my
thing?
daughters.
Don't
I'm
act
sure,
like
I'm
you're
sure
disappointed.
She has. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
You know?
I want to
found
drop the
out-
microphone.
Number one,
like,
it's gonna happen.
I know
It's gonna happen.
That's the problem.
But
I was
I
just
just-
experimenting.
but
I found out. Okay, for example, I went.
It's
to her
innocent though. I was like,
No.
what, 9,
But
10?
no, this is not.
not on
like
the
high
boys'
school
part.
now,
No, just
like-
like
Oh, okay, never mind.
I went through her social medias, which she's not supposed to have, but her mom allows it.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I don't allow it, but the mom allows it. But then when I went through it, it's her inbox is like, I want to fuck you, I want to do this. Grown ass niggas,
That's
people
not
her age.
appropriate.
But whose
at all.
fault is that?
Yeah,
A grown ass dude in a child's
No,
inbox.
It's not only that, it's kids in her school, kids her age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I get upset
That's not
about
okay.
it.
Hey,
I don't know what to do about it. Like, I whooped her ass for the first time ever. I only whooped my daughter one time.
I
And
know that
that's
hurts
that
my
one time.
heart whooping my
And
kids.
it
Yeah.
hurt me more than anything.
I remember that hit when
It's
my
like-
dad. Yeah,
I
that
don't
shit
know
hurts.
if it's making any difference. I don't know. Like that's why I asked. Like, your dad's not talking to you for that long. Did it
Okay,
change
I
anything?
would have rather my dad been like, listen, I don't want you. That's not what I wanted for my baby. You know what I mean? Like that's what
To have a
not-
conversation
That's
with you.
not what I wanted for my
But I
baby,
have
and
these
that's not what I see
conversations.
Right.
my baby doing.
And
That's
why I
that's
never
what I
whooped her
wanted.
ass.
You know.
Well, the thing is,
I didn't want him to ignore me. Like, dang, I'm like this on by the fame. Like,
Did
I
that
just
make it
felt
worse?
like he was ashamed of me.
I think
Did it make it worse, or did it like change things? Like,
It made like I was gonna do whatever I was gonna do, but I just didn't feel like it tore me and my dad's relationship up more than what actually happened.
Yeah.
Like what I did, I felt like, okay, I knew it was wrong, but it was innocent. Like
She was
you're
curious,
young,
just
you're
being a
curious
kid.
about
You don't
boys.
know.
Yeah.
You don't know what she doesn't know what you know.
I
You've
just-
been
yeah.
through.
But he
things.
treated me
Explain that
like
to me,
I
though,
was
like-
like gonna turn into a whore or something like that.
Yeah.
Like when I grew up, because she's starting so young. I was like, listen,
Well,
it
I
wasn't
did-
like
I
that.
did tell my daughter, because I found out about a couple boys. I know it's innocent.
Yeah.
From middle school to high school, I know it's innocent. But
Yeah.
nowadays it's not as
It's
big and
not.
innocent,
Yeah.
especially
I mean,
with the kids
between
now.
with social media, all that stuff.
I just
like,
think
we didn't
what
have
you
social
don't
media
do-
like that.
Try
What
to-
you don't
yeah.
do is cut her off. Like,
No,
don't.
I
Yeah,
would never
don't
do
do
that.
that.
No, I'm not saying cut her off. Like, don't think about that idea
I
about
feel bad
Yeah.
though
because that would draw like a.
I did tell her, like, by the time you finish high school, how many boyfriends do you think you're gonna have, and how does that look on you? You know what I'm saying? I told her that.
Okay.
I'm like, think about
But
it.
you're scared, and in that moment, you're also angry because you're scared.
Yeah.
I know. I
I'd be
get scared and I
You know
get
what it
angry,
is,
and
sis?
I'm
And I'm gonna
like,
say it from a guy's point of view.
mm.
You are worried because you are a guy and you know what guys think.
I know how guys think, but I wasn't
You know what I'm
one
saying?
of them guys.
No, I know, I understand that, but
I
you,
wasn't
but
like
boy,
that.
but what you just explained, shit got worse. You know what I mean? This is not how we've been back in the day where shit.
Social media.
You know,
I
we,
mean,
if we kissed a girl, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Cause like, oh my
now
god,
it's
nigga.
on Facebook
Now
Live.
it's not even
and,
that.
You know,
It's
come
not
on.
even that. We not kissing. We not touching. We skipping straight to the ucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the situation where I know that's what you're talking about. Like, yo,
But-
it's not innocent no more. These niggas is not coming with innocence.
No.
You know what I
they're
mean?
Not.
They're coming with. It's 2018. I'm trying to get it popping.
right.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to get lit. You know
I
what I mean?
think the
Just
best
keep
thing
her,
that you can
keep
do.
her aware of that though, because I felt like because of how I grew up, culture, religious views, my parents were very strict. They didn't talk to me about that stuff. Like that stuff was happening outside, and I didn't know how to bring it up. So I kept it a secret because I knew it was. I didn't know why it was wrong, but I was like, this feels bad.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why she did it, because it felt bad.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, keep an open conversation, like, open communication.
Because if she feels like she can't talk to you,
It's a wrap.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I talk to her all the time. I know they're annoyed a bit. And one thing I always tell them, like, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here. I try not to put that in their head.
Right.
But I tell them, like, I'm gonna talk to you now because you know my dad talked to me. It was like I listened to him and you know what I'm saying it was whatever. Now
Right.
I wish I had a
Yeah,
conversation with him.
yeah.
I can't talk to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not here. And I try to explain that to him. I don't know if that's bad, but I just want them to like listen. Like, look, I'm telling you this for a reason because I'm not gonna be here to tell you this forever. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And they kind of get sad about it, and I'll change the subject.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like
But it's
I
true.
get
We're
sometimes
I
not
think
here
the fact,
forever.
that, the fact that you're even having a conversation. First of all, we react with anger. Us as parents, I know I have.
I
But
have the
when
worst temper too.
Yeah.
I try my best not to
yeah,
snap.
so yeah, me too. But like,
And I just know I tell them don't put me in prison for the rest of the day. I tell them because I swear to God, if I
Right.
see something stupid,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
snap.
right.
Yeah.
And
However,
that's-
our children, this is what we don't realize. We think when we have kids, our kids are going to be perfect. They're never going to make mistakes. They're just going to be so cute and just
I mess
make
up every
straight
day.
A's and whoop-de-whoop. That's the thought we have in our head, right? That our kids are not going to do nothing wrong, but they're human beings. They're spirits in human bodies experiencing life. So we've already been through a bunch of stuff. So we know already. But they don't. So just keep talking to them
Yeah, that's what I
and
said.
being like, keep the communication open. That's
Yeah.
it. You know, and I'm
Because-
itching again.
There's like,
I know.
like
I've been scratching my
back-
lips the whole time.
back to the conversation. I mean, when I brought up me and my mom talking,
Mm-hmm.
it brought back a lot of things. Now that we talked about it, it was like, yo, you remember back in the day, my mom was a strict mom. You know what I mean? Like that type of street lights and all that extra shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had a group of friends. You know, we always hung out, and all the kids would love to come to my house, and I fucking hated it. I'm like, no, I want to leave. You know, if we go to your house, we can do whatever the fuck we want. You know what I mean? Because your parents ain't really saying much of shit.
Right.
But they would come to my house, and I used to think about it. What the fuck, bro? Like seriously. And then me and them had a conversation recently, and I told to my mom about it. I'm like, yo, you know what they told me? They loved to come over because they knew that my house had structure. And they knew that my house, somebody was going to sit down and talk to them. Because my mom would sit down and talk to all of us. What's
Yeah.
going on? How's this going on with
Yeah.
you guys? What's going on with you guys? Da-da-da. How's this? How's that? And they actually love that shit because kids who don't have that at home,
They want it.
Sorry, that
Yeah.
was funny as hell. The first girl I kissed, I got dizzy and thought I was going to. I thought it said fart, but it said I thought I was going to faint. Hella weak.
But that's a fact.
Sorry.
Like the kids actually wanted that
they
conversation.
do though. Kids
Yes,
You know what I
do.
mean? Like they don't give a fuck about. I mean, some do now, but they want conversation. They want to be felt like they can.
Understood.
Yeah, like dude, somebody actually is gonna. They like back to you. You keep talking to your daughter, and it comes to that situation where it might be right to get popping, and the first thing that's gonna pop in her head is your face, and she's gonna be like, "Fuck
And
out
what
of
you
here."
said.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, you know, honestly, and then she's gonna be like, "Yo, fuck out of here," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
It's
And
true.
if you go to the point where you get frustrated and you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna say nothing else no more. Da-da-da. Now she's gonna wild out to get to the point where you're back yelling at her. You know what I mean? So I just say you stick to fucking put that anger down and keep talking, and it'll work itself out.
And not only that, let them learn on their own. It's whack. It's annoying. I want to say it's annoying.
Philip, what's up, man?
Oh, Philip's up there?
Yeah, man.
What's up, Philip? Yeah,
Just saying.
it's difficult watching your kids make mistakes, but honestly, how are they gonna learn any different if they don't make mistakes?
Yeah, like
So-
my daughter called me the other day, and she goes, or actually her mom called me and told me to expect a phone call. I'm like, oh shit. So she calls me, and I'm like, what's up? And it's hella quiet, awkward. I'm like, fuck it. Tell me what your mom was in. What happened? You know what I mean? She's like, well, you know, I'm like, what, nigga? She said, come on, like we beyond that. Tell me what's up. She's like, well, some boy wrote me a note, and if I liked them, and I circled yes, and my mom found it before I could take it back to school.
Aw.
And my first instinct, bro, I started sweating. My ears got hot, and I was like, ooh, I'm fuck May
Well, why
30th.
though?
I said, fuck May 30th, I'm leaving tonight. And then I caught myself, and I'm like, Flock, don't do that.
Super
Talk.
normal.
What's up? All right, so hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, off the rip, my opinion is you're way too young for this right now.
How old is she?
She's 10 years old. I'm
She's
like,
too young for that.
yeah. I'm like, focus.
Yeah.
I'm like, focus.
Elementary,
no,
that's what we were doing.
but
It was
focus on
innocent.
school. Focus
Yeah.
on school. You know what
Because
I mean?
she's writing them love notes in history class.
No, it's not even that. It's just that at this, I feel at 10 years old. At 10 years old, I didn't even do. I was kind of starting.
Yeah.
But not even, it was innocent shit. Like, hey, I dare you to go up there at recess, and I dare you to smack her butt and come back. It was that dumb shit, you know what I mean? So you do that, boom, and I had clout for the rest of the market period. I'm
Clout.
you know what I mean? You feel me? that was good, you know what I mean? But now, like dudes is not doing that. Hey,
Yeah.
go home, smash, put it on camera, and bring it back so we all can see it. You know what I mean? And it's like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, but that's why I told anyway, back to my daughter, I said,
That's terrifying.
I said, listen, I
That's
said,
really the culture right now.
I said, listen, just focus on school. Do me and your mom proud. Focus on school. Do what you gotta do in school, and the rest will come.
Yeah.
Don't rush. Don't do what I did and live life way too early. You know what I mean? We're down 30, and I'm fucking bored with everything. You know what I mean? Fuck the clubs, or I'm bored. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Enjoy your life when it comes to you. Don't go to it. You understand what I'm saying?
How do you
Huh?
know that at 10 though?
Do what at
You know
10.
what I'm saying? Like, how do you know all of that?
Because
at
you
10?
know when you're talking to
TV.
somebody, talking to somebody,
I didn't know that at 10.
know what at 10.
I didn't know that getting a note or sending a note was.
That's what TV. That's what TV.
Shut up.
No,
But
but
I'm saying.
You
now-
know
Oh, I
what
thought you were
was
joking.
Everything on TV, they see it now, and that's what they're looking at. All these stupid ass reality shows.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
in there having sex on all the time with anybody.
Yeah.
That's what all
But
these
from a
kids see.
note,
No,
saying-
I'm just saying.
oh.
General,
In general, like,
that's like they get that like they see these guys on TV, then they see these kids and they
Mhm.
like them. They start getting all these feelings at a young age, and we used to pass notes around in elementary school.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
think it's not about
was-
the notes, though. I don't
I've-
think it's about the note itself.
Okay.
It's the
intention
too
behind
young
it.
to be reaching out to make somebody make you feel special. You're
Mm.
asking
Not
for
only that,
something.
there's intentions behind this stuff now.
Right.
Okay,
That's what I'm
it
saying.
makes
That-
you feel good because you're lacking something you need this person
Well,
to
and
say,
compliments feel
you
good.
know,
Here's the
Period.
thing, like in
but at
elementary
9 or
school,
10, you don't really.
in
It's not a
elementary school, I was
necessity.
able to play with
The
girls
fuck?
innocently, like
He
you know what I'm
said,
saying.
film it.
No, I came back with Bill.
No, I'm saying I was, in elementary, like I was able to play with kids, like females,
Yeah,
males, whatever.
Foursquare,
as
tetherball.
innocent.
I
We're
hated
joking
tetherball.
around,
Yeah.
We're joking around, but as we got older, it became different. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now you
Yeah,
getting all
But
these
why did
feelings.
it become different?
Because
What was
you're
it?
getting older, you're going through a phase in your life where it's different now. Now you start to see this girl and you like her. And it's
So
like,
is it
now
something
don't
you
talk to
can't
her.
control? It's hormones.
It's hormones. You
or-
can't control that. But
Right.
The issue
Them
is,
hormones came out hard.
Yeah, no, but
No,
the
but
problem
it's-
is like the problem is now that as they're going through all these stages,
Yeah.
what's on TV is showing them like
What
you
is-
I think
it's
more
okay.
What
na-
is normal
okay
now-
behavior?
to
And it's not
10 different
normal.
girls. It's
Now
okay
more
not
than
to be
ever.
married, to be
Mhm.
messing around with all these girls
Right.
and not get married. That's why nobody gets married anymore.
First of all, it was a note. Number
No,
one.
yeah.
No,
Number
it's-
two,
yeah.
hold on. It's a note. She's 10. I don't think
I
she
did
was
notes when
really
I was,
thinking
like, 10.
No, we know
beyond that.
We know
Okay,
that.
look.
But
Okay.
like, I think you
That's how it
did
starts.
the amazing job just because you talked to her and you
I'll
were like,
tell
"Yo,
you-
this is what it is," and
Yeah,
you loved
yeah.
her and you protected her.
Yeah.
That's all girls want from their daddy.
But I'll tell you the reason, and I know this is the reason how I knew.
But you know men,
No, no.
and you know
This is-
boys and their
But
attention.
this
so.
no. This is how this is how I knew.
Yeah.
She knew it wasn't right
Mm.
because when I kept asking her what's going on,
Yeah.
she didn't want to come out and say, "Hey, look, Dad, I got to know."
Yeah, like she was
All
like,
I did was, just circle. Yeah, she was scared because she knew at this point of she
Right.
knew she like it's a different situation when you're talking to somebody who's not really there yet, who's
Yeah.
not educated there yet, who hasn't been kind of molded to be this is wrong, this is right. But when you've done that with this person, and you see the intelligence that she has in other sides of life that are way beyond her years,
Yeah.
and you confront her about something so small,
yeah.
and she's so freaked out about it.
Yeah.
You understand
I
what I'm
did
saying?
that.
That's what
When
I
I
mean.
got
But
Oh.
that means
And-
fear or understanding. Which one would it be?
I would think
both
I
a
think it's
little bit.
both because she
Yeah.
knew once she felt because we had a conversation after
Right.
that.
She
Once-
knew. She
once
was like,
felt-
it ain't.
She said, "Dad, you know
Yeah.
how I knew it was wrong?" I said, "Why?" Because I couldn't talk to you about it.
Aww.
I said, "There you go. You know what you know what she.
Okay.
Well, depending
You know
on
what
how
I'm
you
saying?
react to
No,
it.
but I don't
No,
never
I'm saying
yell
the
at her like
fact
that.
that you didn't go off on her.
Yeah,
Next
yeah,
time
yeah.
it happens, she's gonna be sneaky about it.
No, next time she happens, she knows
No,
that.
I'm saying
Tell me now
if
before I
you go
find out
off.
later, and now I'm gonna go off.
Look,
Yeah.
clock getting heated right now. Look at
You know
him.
what I mean? No, I'm good. I'm
I'm
good.
just like-
But no, but that's why I think that lesson taught her. Look, man, this nigga's not gonna spaz on you as long as you come up forward with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'd rather hear it from you. Like my mom always said, I'd rather hear it from you than hear it from the people in the streets.
See, that's why I
Right.
try to teach my daughters, but they're being too damn sneaky.
I was
Like,
so
they feel
scared
they
when
Well,
I
can't
found
talk to
it.
me. I sit there and conversate with them, and I don't
Yeah.
yell at them. I get upset.
First of all, they daddy Suge Knight.
I get I get
So
upset,
I would
but
be
it's
scared.
like,
First of
they
all,
just
I would be
become
scared to
sneaky.
do
But
anything.
it's more of their mom though. Like the mom
Yeah.
allows all this shit.
But that's
to
what
go
I'm saying.
on
It could
when they're
be-
with and I can't control what's going on when they're over there.
If you don't have both parts at a common ground to attack a situation, and you're the one saying no, but when they go home,
But
she's
you know
saying
what
yeah.
the fucked up part is?
You know what I
the
mean?
only reason why she's saying yes
It's
is
to
to
fuck
piss me
you
off.
up. Yeah.
And
But
it's fucking them
but
up.
that's a whole different subject.
However, I've
We'll
met
get
your
there on
daughters.
Saturday.
They are the sweetest,
Yeah.
most intelligent, like gorgeous girls ever. Like
They're so adorable.
they're adorable, and so I think they're gonna be okay. Kids make mistakes. They're gonna learn, and they've got you and their mom and everybody to guide them. So I
That's
think
a
they're gonna be
fact.
okay.
As long as they
Hey,
don't
you
put
heard
my
what
ass in prison.
you heard what Arthur said. Listen to this. We teach our kids these things from helping them with Valentine's Day cards. Who remembers going to school and looking forward to getting a V-Day
That's a
card?
good point.
That's a fact, man.
That's
I
a
used
really
to,
good point.
I used to collect mines and be like, nigga, look. You know what I mean? It's a fact.
Because
It's a
people
fact.
love to feel special.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
right.
they love to feel that. Wow, I matter.
And that's where that
accepted,
first crush comes
acknowledged.
in.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
that
but that's
where that
what the
one
parents
person
are
is
like.
over.
Can I just say
Yeah,
my
good job.
Valentine's Day horror story in
Yeah,
middle
go
school?
ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so I went into biology class in 7th grade, and Leroy, wherever
Not
you at in
Leroy.
this
Holy
life.
shit, Leroy.
Okay, so I didn't know he had a crush on me.
Everybody tag a Leroy.
And Leroy. If you know a Leroy,
If
tag
you
him.
know a Leroy,
He
on
went to
Facebook,
Lansdale
tag
Middle
him.
School. I'm
Is that out
kidding.
here?
Hey, we're
No,
looking
he's
for him to
not.
put him on the podcast.
So, okay, so I walk into biology class, and there's a teddy bear and like a chocolate rose on my desk,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Never
"Word?"
got
But
that.
did you eat it?
No, did you keep the stuff?
Okay, so I was like, I didn't really like him like that, but I was like, thank you, made me feel good at least. Like, I didn't think I was gonna get anything, and then the day ends. I'm at my locker, and I see his big cousin girl yelling at him. She's like, no, you want to give it back to me. So his cousin gave him the gift, and he didn't want it, so he gave it to me. So she comes like, I want my teddy bear back, and she like snatches it out of my hand. Yeah, at the locker, and I was like, and he was mortified. He was like, ah. I don't know what her name was. I was like, here.
I wouldn't have thrown it. I would have thrown it like
How did you feel though? Was it embarrassing or?
It was no. I was embarrassed for him.
Oh, you're nice.
Because he was
like,
looking
you
at.
cheap
He was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And he was like, she's like, I'm doing it. I'm like, oh boy.
Shit.
But yeah, I was just like.
Was that the first kiss? Is that when the first
Oh
kiss
hell
happened?
no, that was
I'm just
before,
kidding.
that was
Now you feel
after.
sorry
That was
for-
after.
Hey Johnny, I'm kidding.
Johnny Rocket.
Tiger Johnny, everybody.
Nah, but definitely, we just gotta. I mean, like Chris said, this whole generation that we live in now is basically ran off of social media, fucking TV shows, all these social. What
What do you call it though? Like
reality shows?
And it's scary. To me,
And that's
it's
crazy.
scary.
Like
instant gratification
Yeah.
is what people are running off of. But you can't blame people that were born into a world that's like technologically super advanced.
Oh, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They came into a world that where everything was accessible as far as connecting with other people who are not even like close to you. So you can't blame them for that, but it's like it's wild.
No,
You gotta
I
keep- you
noticed
gotta keep your eye
that
on
now
it.
that technology is like out of control, I notice a lot of people, some people being an artist, I meet a bunch of artists like 3 months after the fact. We've been talking for months about this, and that, and then I finally meet them and they don't have any social skills. And it's like,
Yeah,
your
that
personality
type-
was
type-
wilding
yeah.
out on the text message, and then I meet you and I'm like, why
You know
are you
what,
so
though?
shy?
That's the
like,
thing where people have a separate life on social media. Like,
yeah, and to me
like,
it's
you could
scary.
be anybody you want on social media.
Facts.
I know people personally
Yeah.
that live the life. I'm like, I wish I had your life.
Yeah.
And then I wish I had your life, your real life.
Leroy recycling like a
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucker.
Philip, why aren't you on the live video right now? For real, yo.
I know, he's hilarious.
Hey, but that's. I mean, I just feel as though like I seen something on social media
Yeah.
that it made sense. You know what I mean? The guy was talking about bringing negative vibes in your life. You know what I mean? And he brought up a real good point. He goes, a lot of girls are yelling about, and I'm not putting a pun on females. Don't jump on me. But he said a lot of females are complaining about not having good relationships, right? Not having healthy relationships with their men. But then again, you go home and you see what they're watching. They're watching Love and Hip Hop. They're watching Bad Girl. I mean, they're watching all the negative ways to jump. I mean, how you say it? They're watching all the
don't say
negative.
jump.
No, they're watching all the negative ways to approach your relationship. You know what I mean? So he was like, dude, just imagine if you cut that out your life and you're not watching that type of stuff, you're not involved in that type of stuff. You want to attract that type of stuff in your life. You know what I mean? You'll see your
you're
life
just
get more
feeding
simple.
yourself
But even
garbage.
Yeah.
social media, when you go through social media, it's all right there. In front
Yeah,
of
all
you.
that shit, bro, all of it.
And then you got a bunch of midget shows too.
Midget.
Yeah, I just want to bring that up. I'm tired of seeing midget shows.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
midgets.
Little People, Big World.
All that shit.
Hey,
Oh,
that's my
the-
fucking
Just a
show.
bunch of
Leave
midgets.
Zach Roloff alone, nigga.
Who wants to watch a
Golly.
bunch of midgets?
John said.
And then, you see the ones with the midgets that were fighting in the,
Oh my
in the bar?
That's funny.
That was fun.
I got
Yo, the little midget was whooping the big girl. Anyway, back to the.
However, if you want to volunteer with us and make some sandwiches and put some bags together for people in need on Saturday mornings.
Stop scratching.
I know. I've been doing it so much, but yeah, we'd love to have you. So just contact me, Honey Denakawa, if you want to do that and just meet new people and have a good time and do something for someone else.
Yeah. So that's Saturday.
Give back.
Yeah.
Give back.
That's this Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yep.
This Saturday, I think be.
Please
think
be
it's
after band practice.
I think it's
No, it's actually before band practice.
Oh, girl, you're gonna make me wake up.
Wait, when is your band practice? Like from noon to 4, right?
so. It's the 4th, right? No.
Noon to 4.
This
Yeah, I have to
Saturday?
do it earlier. Yeah.
Hold on. What?
If I'm not working, I'll probably
When is that? Is that the 5th?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go in
That's the
there.
5th, right?
I don't know. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I think it's the 5th.
Hold
I don't know.
on.
But Baja, anybody that wants to perform.
Oh no,
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
got Baja Bar and Grill.
May 18th, Baja Bar and Grill.
May 18th, if you want to perform.
Doors open at 8
Friday.
o'clock.
I thought it was 7 p.m.
That's what he
It starts
said.
at 7. The doors open at 7. We
Oh,
did that- we didn't
doors
get that
open
early
at
to set up.
7
Yeah.
p.m.
I have to be there.
The
super
show
early.
starts at 8. You dig?
Show starts at
But
8.
yeah, if you want to come perform, if you want to do anything in that
What if they want an interview?
interview,
Oh,
hey,
we're gonna have the podcast.
Oh yeah,
We
the
gonna have the
podcast
podcast.
is gonna be up at Baja Bar and
But
Grill.
not everybody's gonna get an interview.
You know what I
There's gonna
mean?
be certain
Boop,
people,
boop,
and
boop,
then
boop, boop.
we'll give a interview here maybe for like the best performances or whatever.
all right, yeah.
It
we,
is
That's
Cinco
good.
de Mayo.
We got some stuff lined up
This weekend's gonna be popular.
for the podcast.
I don't
and
celebrate that.
Who's gonna be on the podcast and all that stuff. So when you get there, we'll give all the information out. And just come show some support, man. If you want, like I said, if you want to perform, hit the social media up, drop a message. We'll get back to you with all the information.
Mm-hmm.
Please, even if you don't perform, and if you do perform, bring as many people as you can, man. It's about getting your music out there as well as our music or poetry or whatever you guys do.
Have fun.
Yeah, you guys will have.
And we gotta put Las Vegas or wherever the heck you from on the map, okay? Like, first of all, who represents East Las Vegas? Who represents West Las Vegas?
Yeah, we
Let's
gotta
put
get
some
everybody
talent
there.
out there and show people who you are. If you're an artist out in Las Vegas, you gotta go out there and perform. You can't sit at home and be like, I'm gonna put music on SoundCloud and like blow up. You might blow up a little bit, but however, you gotta perform and show people who you are, and we'd love to have you. Like,
You know what
that's
I mean?
really what we're trying to do, and we always have good vibes and a fun time. Me and I be dancing when we out there, so
Flock be twerking.
Flock be
Fuck at it.
twerking.
I don't know how
and-
to do that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck at it. You better go ahead.
He knows how to do it.
You better go ahead, buddy.
Yeah. But
But,
we'd love to see y'all.
Philip said, "What we doing Cinco de Mayo? Cinco de Mayo. I think I'm freaking working, but Honey is gonna be doing her thing on Cinco de
Yeah,
Mayo.
homeless outreach. JD Smith behind that park behind there. Chris
Yeah, man.
might be coming.
Chris might show.
Naya,
If
oh
I'm
Naya,
not
that's what,
working,
I don't know
yeah.
if Naya's gonna be able to come, huh?
On a Saturday? What
Saturday
time?
morning?
Saturday. In the morning, in the afternoon?
Noon.
I bought everything
What are you doing
this
Saturday?
time. I bought everything,
Okay.
so we're good on
Okay.
that.
We'll
Oh, no,
talk about
but-
it
Is it, what's
Huh?
What's her name?
Huh?
Helen Hart?
Yeah. Well,
I
it's
forgot
me.
we were on the podcast.
It's me doing it now. So,
What are you doing now?
but I'm always inviting Healing Hearts.
No, I didn't say that. Okay, so what I was saying before, Arthur said the show is
I don't know.
therapy. If it works for you as therapy, I appreciate it. We can
North
do that for
Long
you,
Beach in the house.
man. Nah,
What
man,
up?
You got Philip in there, North Long Beach. Hey, he. If I'm not mistaken, Philip has something going on soon too, right? He has an expo going on for the
Philip, do you
the comic,
comment?
Yeah, like Comic Con or something like that.
Nah, I don't think I'm going. It's something he was talking about the last time I
In
came.
East LA, I think it was.
Stop doing it.
But-
But yeah, Friday, I'm gonna be with female writers on
Stop doing that.
West Sahara with the Chola pinups. I think we're gonna be painting faces.
Cool.
So yeah, it's gonna be a
Facts.
fun time.
But yeah, man, like I ain't gonna lie, I had a good time today.
I
It's
just
fun.
We touched some good topics, you know.
We gotta talk about real stuff.
But like I said, thanks for watching the show.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
My
JOTM
name-
TV.
My
Honey
name's
Denakawa.
Naya.
my name's Flock De Niro. You can catch me on Facebook at Christian Flacco Sosa. You can catch me on Instagram at Flock De Niro and on all the Jump on the Mic social media accounts.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
So, what? We have to do this every single time?
Every
Yes,
single time.
Every single
Okay.
time.
IG is Tales from Naya's Den. And then my Facebook is Tanya Selva, a.k.a. Naya. SoundCloud is Tanya Selva. Pretty much, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
honey.
I
I
need
hate
to get
this
a
part of the
SoundCloud.
show.
I need to get a SoundCloud,
Yeah,
y'all.
Can you just put it under my head? Like,
I can actually if you guys
He
write
should,
it down.
yeah, he
'Cause
should
I-
put it
I
out
don't
there.
wanna
But
misspell it.
Honey Denakawa, you all know that my last name means awakens backwards. DENEKAWA. Just search me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, PayPal. No, just
Damn.
Dang, she's smart as hell. Hey, excuse
PayPal.
me, hold on.
No, for real though. If you do want to cop my art, it is on society6.com, and it's like the cheapest is like $5, so you can't beat that. You got to catch Naya the imposter. She's always practicing.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, Naya and Flock got a summer jam together. You guys have to look out for that. No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Hey,
I wasn't
God,
gonna say
this
that.
nigga got scared.
But please go like the
We got a
Jump
song
on the
coming.
Mic page on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And stay tuned for all entertainment events and podcasts. And
Facts of life. And like Ron says, and he likes when I say big facts, my man.
and
Hey,
giraffes.
shout out to my man Ron, man. My man on probation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So when
super
he come-
talented dude.
When he come back home, we gonna turn up responsibly. Okay? We don't need no more
Responsibly.
cases. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who's not here from JOTM.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all are not here, but we love y'all. But yeah, like Honey was
Ooh,
saying.
hold on, Philip Victor.
What?
May 12th, East LA Comic Expo. Y'all got to go through. He's super, super amazing.
Yeah.
Super talented, really nice dude. You guys go check that
He's
out.
a funny guy, man. You feel me? At first, he came on like just making fun of everybody.
That's just his
But we
nature,
fucking, man.
yeah.
He's cool as shit, man. I talked
He
to him.
is.
He's a good guy, man.
He's
And like he said, if anybody will be in East LA, man, stop there May 12th. My man got some crazy skills with the pen, and I'm trying to tell you. But
he's amazing, yeah.
just tune in next time, the next show, which will be Sunday. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, a good night, or a good day
Thank
wherever
you.
y'all at.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate y'all.
JOTM out of the building.
We out.
And we are.
Drop the mic.
Can I?
Spit at the camera like Pac.
Is my shift over with? Can I take a 10-minute break?